English. It's the language of Shakespeare, the internet, and global communication. But where did it come from? How did it become the world's most spoken language? Welcome to a journey through the history of English, a story of invasions, innovations, and cultural collisions. Whether you're a language lover or just curious, this video will uncover the roots of the words we speak every day. Let's dive into the past and trace the evolution of English. Part 1. The Roots of English. Our story begins over 1,500 years ago in what's now England. Before English existed, the British Isles were home to Celtic languages like those spoken by the Britons. Around the 5th century, Germanic tribes, the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, crossed the North Sea from what's now Germany and Denmark. They brought with them a group of Germanic dialects we now call Old English. Old English was rough, guttural, and nothing like what we speak today. Words like hus for house and stan for stone were its building blocks, but the Celts didn't vanish. Some of their words, like crag for rock, slipped into the mix. Part 2. Viking and Norman invasions. Fast forward to the 8th century. Viking raiders from Scandinavia stormed in, speaking Old Norse. They settled, intermingled, and left a mark on the language. Words like sky, egg, and knife come from Old Norse. Even the pronoun they has Viking roots. Then came the Normans in 1066. William the Conqueror's victory at Hastings brought French to England's courts, churches, and elites. For centuries, French was the language of power. This French influence flooded Old English with new vocabulary, government, justice, literature. English became a hybrid, blending Germanic roots with fancy French flair. Part 3. The Birth of Middle English. By the 12th century, English was changing. Old English evolved into Middle English, a language you might just recognize. Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, written in the late 1300s, is a snapshot of Middle English. It's closer to modern English, but still feels like a distant cousin. The Black Death and social shifts gave English a boost. As the lower classes gained influence, English clawed its way back against French. During this time, English started borrowing Latin and Greek words, especially for science and religion, philosophy, clergy, scripture. Part 4. The Great Vowel Shift. Now, something wild happened between the 1400s and 1600s, the Great Vowel Shift. For reasons we don't fully understand, maybe urbanization or social changes, the way English vowels were pronounced shifted dramatically. Words like bite, which once sounded like beat, moved to their modern sounds. This shift shaped early modern English, the language of Shakespeare. Speaking of Shakespeare, he didn't just use English, he transformed it. He coined words like lonely, generous, and obscene, and gave us phrases like break the ice. Part 5. The Printing Press and Standardization. Enter the printing press in the late 1400s, brought to England by William Caxton. Books became cheaper and literacy spread. This helped standardize English. Spelling and grammar started to settle, though it was still a bit of a free-for-all. Dictionaries began appearing in the 1600s, and by 1755, Samuel Johnson's A Dictionary of the English Language became a landmark, codifying words and meanings. English was now ready to spread beyond England's shores. Part 6. English Goes Global. The British Empire took English worldwide. By the 19th century, colonies in North America, Australia, India, and Africa were speaking their own versions of English. American English, for example, simplified spellings color became color, organize became organize. New words like raccoon and skunk entered from Native American languages. English also absorbed words from colonized regions, bungalow and jungle from Hindi, zombie from African languages via the Caribbean. Part 7. Modern English and the Digital Age. Today, English is a global giant, spoken by over 2 billion people. It's the language of science, business, and the internet. The 20th century saw American influence soar through Hollywood, pop music, and tech. Words like cool, okay, and email became universal. The digital age keeps English evolving. Think selfie, hashtag, or meme. English adapts, absorbs, and grows faster than ever. From the windswept shores of 5th century Britain to your smartphone screen, English has traveled an incredible path. It's a living language shaped by invasions, poets, empires, and you every time you speak or type. What's next for English? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this journey, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into history and language. Tell us in the comments, what's your favorite English word and why?